talking about separation anxiety and some activities that you can do at home with your little one to sort of try to ease their anxiety. But first, we're going to be singing a bunch of songs, so let's get started. The hello train is coming, how are you? Choo, choo. The hello train is coming, how are you? Choo, choo. The hello train is coming, the hello train is coming, the hello train is coming, how are you? Choo, choo. Say hello to my friends, how are you? Choo, choo. Say hello to my friends, how are you? Choo, choo. Say hello to my friends, say hello to my friends, say hello to my friends, how are you? Choo, choo. Good job, my friends. I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Mwah.
Won't you say you love me too?
One more time. This time I want all my friends at home to sing along with me. Ready? I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Mwah. Won't you say you love me too? Good job, my friends. And now we are gonna find our toes. Can you point to your toes? And your knees, your chest, and your head. Are we ready? Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony knows, Tony knows, Tony Chestnut knows I love you. That's what Tony knows, knows, knows. Good job. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. Good job. And I think most of my friends know this next song. It's happy and you know it. So I want to hear all my friends at home sing along with me. Are you ready? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. But if you're sad and you know it, cry boo-hoo, boo-hoo. If you're sad and you know it, cry boo-hoo, boo-hoo. If you're sad and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're sad and you know it, cry boo-hoo, boo-hoo. But if you're angry and you know it, take a breath. If you're angry and you know it, take a breath. If you're angry and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're angry and you know it, take a breath. But if you're excited and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're excited and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're excited and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're excited and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. Good job, my friends. So now we're going to be doing a few activities that you guys can do at home to kind of help ease anxiety or talk about anxiety with your little one. All right, so the first activity we are going to be doing, we are going to be creating calming bottles. So I recycled a water bottle, but really any type of bottle that has a cap to it. And you're gonna fill it up. I filled it about halfway with warm water. If you wanna add some oil in it, then you can fill it up, usually about to here. And what we're gonna do, you can fill it up, you can put some glitter, sparkle in there. There's some beads, and it can make some noise. And then I have extra glitter confetti. So if your little one is sensitive to noise, I probably wouldn't be wanting to put this in there. The glitter, these glitters, is a great thing to put in there. If your little one loves sounds, then go ahead and put those in there. You can also, if you find small pebbles during a walk, you can add that as well, really anything. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna actually put this one in. And this one, if you're putting this in, just be super careful because it gets everywhere. But I'm gonna put these two in my calming bottle. So we are going to so carefully put this in here. If you have all the stuff laid out, your little one can create their own calming bottles. They can pick and choose what they want to put in there. And if it spills, that's okay. Oops. Because we're going to have to clean up anyways, right, my friends? And you guys are going to help your parents clean up. So, I have these in here. Again, I like to put oil in it as well, a little bit. Don't fill it up all the way, and then your little one can kind of fill it up as much as they want. And I'm going to add this in here. If you have food coloring, you can put food coloring in it as well. And hopefully this doesn't spill. Oh dear, I made a mess. That's okay. So now that we have some of the stuff in there, and your little one can put as little or as much as they want in there, the whole point is that once you close this up, and I do recommend that you glue, hot glue, or tape the lid on so that your little one can't just go and open it and then shake it, is you shake it up, and then the whole purpose of it is so that when your little one is a little distressed or anxious, they can shake it up and then watch all of the glitter float back down. That's why you really want to add some glitter in there. This is really just for sound effects, but any loose glitter that you have is really great because once you shake it up, it takes a little bit of time for them to kind of settle back down. And so you can do that. You can decorate it if you want. So I'm going to get some string and then kind of wrap it around, also to kind of discourage them from opening the bottle. So I'm going to cut this, get some glue. Put this away. And if you're using oil, I don't think it matters which oil you use, but if you're using oil, the glitter will settle down even slower, which is better, because you kind of want that to happen. They can kind of settle themselves as the glitter settles down. So this is a really great activity to do with your little ones. They can decorate it however they want, and then they can keep it at a safe spot for them so that whenever they need to, you're teaching them another coping mechanism or a healthy way to kind of calm themselves down when, either they're too upset or they're too excited. But this is the bottle. They can decorate it however they want. So our next activity is gonna be our reminder stones. So I have here the salt clay that was in Yolanda's and Barbara's video in their fall one, but the recipe will also be in the description box. So you and your little one can make the dough at home and then they can shape it to whatever they want. Usually they can shape it into a round ball. Today we'll be using birds and we need 3 of them. So I have 3 birds here and I let them sit for a couple of days so they are nice and hard, and now we can paint them. So these reminder stones are just a great way for you to kind of help talk to your little one about their anxiety and their feelings. And then you can paint with your little one the stones, and then each color could be a representation of their feelings. And then this way they can kind of give you the stone, or in this case the bird, about and that reflects their feelings. So today, and you can go ahead and use whatever color you and your little one decide on, but today I'm going to use blue for sad. So if I'm ever sad, I can give this reminder stone to someone. And this is just a really great activity for you to do at home with your little one that gets them talking about their feelings, and that it's okay to feel all these different feelings. Just like it's okay that they might be sad that they're missing their mommy or their daddy or their grandparent, aunt, uncle, whoever's in their life, that it's okay to miss them. It's okay to feel sad that they miss them, but they can see them again, especially separation anxiety. If maybe you're dropping them off to daycare for the first time since the quarantine, or school, or if it's their first time ever going to daycare, then for sure they're going to be anxious because they don't realize, they don't know yet that you will be coming back for them. What they know is that you've just left, and they're unsure if they're going to see you again or not. So it's okay to be feeling all those feelings. I have red here that represents when I'm mad or when I'm frustrated. And then my yellow one is going to be for when I'm happy or when I'm calm. And then if you're doing like the little round balls, you can flatten them and you can create faces on them once the paint dries with like a black marker. I'm probably going to do that on the birds once the paint dries, but yeah. So once you've painted them, let them sit and dry for a little bit, and then you can do a second coat. Let it dry, and then you can draw the faces. So sad, maybe you can put like a little tear. Angry, you can do an angry face, and happy. So let's actually practice with the paint. Ready? If I'm doing a sad face, I should probably go, these are my eyes. It's frowning, and it's crying. I don't know if you can see the dots for tears. But this is probably what I'm going to be drawing on this bird with a black marker. For my angry bird, I'm probably going to draw it like this. And then have some angry looking eyebrows. Is that pretty angry? Yeah. And for my happy, calm bird, I'll probably do one of these. Alright, so our next activity is going to be our worry jar. I'm just using a takeout container that I've cleaned, but if you have a shoebox or any small box or jar at home, you can go ahead with your little one, decorate it. So I just labeled it Kim's worry jar. I have stickers, you can put stickers on it, you can color it, whatever you and your little one decide to do. And then, if your little one is writing, then they can actually write down on like strips of paper what they're worried about. Now, if your little one isn't writing, then you can do it for them. Anytime they say, I don't want you to leave, then you can be like, oh, I see you're worried about us leaving. So you can write it down and then talk about why they're feeling scared or worried or anxious. And this is just a great way for them to see, have a visual cue that their feelings are validated, that they do matter, and that it's perfectly okay to feel like that sometimes. So for example, let's say I'm worried, I miss my parents. So I'm going to write down, I miss my parents. And maybe that's a worry for a lot of our little ones, right? Separation anxiety is very common at this age. So I'm gonna fold it up and then put it in my worry jar. And then usually you talk about it, about why they're feeling worried about, and then try to comfort them. And then some other good examples could be like, maybe they don't want to go to school for whatever reason. That's pretty common too, especially during a pandemic. And if it's their first time being away from you, then that is going to be a big worry for them, right? So talking about that is a great way, and the worry jar is just one of those ways that you can kind of prompt those conversations. Another really good one that you can do at home is the butterflies in my body. So I have drawn a person, kind of looks like a gingerbread man, but it's a person, the pants, the shirt, and then I cut out some butterflies. So this is also a great conversation starter and something you and your little one can decorate and do at home. If you can trace out their bodies on a bigger piece of paper, or if you don't have one, you just have regular construction paper, you can draw out a random generic body and they can go ahead and decorate it. They can put a shirt, maybe some shoes, maybe a hat, and then they can decorate all the butterflies that you'll be cutting out as well. So you're going to need a little piece of tape. Let's see, where's my tape? Here it is. So you're going to need a little piece of tape. And the butterflies represent maybe where they're feeling their anxiety in their bodies. Usually that great saying, I have butterflies in my stomach, it just means that they're nervous and they're feeling it in their stomach. So then if they're saying that, you can place it on their tummy. You can place the butterfly on their tummy. If you have it taped on a wall, then if you grab just like a little piece of tape, and then kind of just place it on the back and tape it on to the person's stomach. Another really common area where children and adults feel stress and anxiety is on their head. Maybe they're feeling foggy. I know for adults we get headaches, but for little ones, maybe they're feeling a little bit foggy. They're feeling a little bit tired, so that's all That's all the head region. So you can just place a butterfly in the head. So this is a really great activity to do with your little one. It's just a visual cue of how their worries and their anxiety kind of manifests in a more physical form. So now that you have all of these great things that you and your little one created together, you're gonna need a toolbox to put them in. So this is just a regular cardboard box that I have recycled. Choose any box that you have at home or anything that you're kind of willing to decorate. And I put construction paper over it. You don't have to. If you have paint at home, you can paint it, let it dry, and then decorate it. So you and your little one can decorate it at home. I'm gonna try to write the words toolbox upside down. Hopefully this works. Let's see. Tool. This is also a great way if you're trying to teach your little one how to write. You can either write the letters and then your little one can try to trace it, or if they've kind of advanced past that, you can dot it like this. I don't know if you can see it, like that, and then your little one will just kind of trace the dots around like that. But you have your toolbox, you can decorate it, draw it, paint it, color it, whatever you want to do. I have here some colorful tape that can just kind of go around like so. Use whatever you have at home to decorate this box, and then keep it in a central location that your little one can access to, so that way you can put your butterflies in a body. If you fold it up, you can put it in this box. Not so much the worry jar. The worry jar might have to stay out because depending on how big your box or your jar is. But your calming bottle can go in there as well. Other things that can go in there into your anxiety or worry toolbox are some stress balls. You can either make them at home or you can get them at the dollar store. They're just all the squeezy balls. Anything that really they can fidget and keep their hands to, so you can go ahead and put that in there. I have this sensory stress reliever kind of toy. Again, you can find at the dollar store. They can stretch it, pull it, squeeze it. You can put that in there. Some other great things you can put in this toolbox are bubbles. Bubbles, I've talked about before, are a great way to teach your little one how to calm themselves down because it requires them to do deep breathing. And deep breathing, as we know, even as adults, sometimes we need to do it ourselves, really helps calm us down. So the purpose behind the bubbles is that they have to take a really big, deep breath in and slowly exhale out to get bubbles. Otherwise, if they blow out too fast, then they won't. If they blow out too fast, then the bubbles will pop too early and they won't be able to get those pretty bubbles that they want. So putting all of those in there in one central place can really help kind of organize your little one and where they can find all the tools that they have created with you to help kind of ease their anxiety.
The Kissing Hand by Audrey Pence. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. I don't want to go to school, he told his mother. I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and my toys. I want to read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you? Oh, look how sad he is. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do, she told him gently, even if they seem strange and scary at first, but you will love school once you start. Aw, look at them. She's trying to comfort poor Chester. You'll make new friends and you'll play with new toys. Read new books and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home. Oh, so they go to school at night and stay home during the day. We do the opposite, right, my friends? We go to school or daycare during the day. Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. A secret? What kind of secret? A very old secret, said Mrs. Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand. The kissing hand? Asked Chester. What's that? Oh, I wonder what that is. I'll show you. Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. Look at the love. The love you can see right in the middle of Chester's palm. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. Now, she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you. And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts. Who else loves you, my friends? It could be aunts, uncles, daddies, grandparents, siblings, cousins, neighbors, friends. They all love you, right? She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his finger around the kiss. Now, do be careful not to lose it, she teased him. But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick. Wow, that is a special kiss, huh, my friends? He can wash his hands as many times as he wants. He can play using his hands, and the kiss will still be there. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. Look, he's playing, and then anytime he misses his mom, he just places his hand on his cheek, just like his mom's giving him a kiss. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. Give me your hand, he told her. I wonder what he's going to do, my friends. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her, and with a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. Aw, that was very sweet, so now they both have a kissing hand. Whenever they miss each other, they can just place their hands on their cheek. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across a tree limb and enter school. And as the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves me. Chester loves me. Oh, look how sweet. And look, all the new friends that he'll make in school. The end. So another really great book that can talk to your little one about separation anxiety is Llama Llama Misses Mama, Owl Babies, and Max and Millie Start School.
I hope you enjoyed that book, my friends. I know I sure did. So, separation anxiety is very common in children, in young children, and it can actually start to develop as young as about 9 months old. And that's because separation anxiety starts to kick in once they realize about object permanence and how things can actually go away. But usually, not all the time, but sometimes children kind of skip that part at 9 months. But you'll notice it in toddlers around 15 to 18 months when you'll really notice the separation anxiety. They'll throw tantrums, they'll start crying, and they'll be crying like it's heartbreaking. But that's pretty common, especially if they haven't been away from you for more than a good chunk of the day. And it's even worse when they're tired or when they're hungry. And to be honest, as toddlers, they're always tired and they're always hungry, and that's because they're just constantly growing, so they're constantly needing nourishment and sleep. But it is pretty common around that age, around the toddler preschooler years. And if you're, for example, dropping your child off to kindergarten for the first time, and maybe they've never been to daycare or preschool or early on centers, then that can be a very big shock to their system. So don't be surprised if they're anxious from separating from you. So some strategies that you can use to kind of help ease a little bit of their separation anxiety, along with all the activities that were shown throughout the video. You can also read some books. Books is a great way to not only get the story and storytelling, but then kind of help your little one try to apply it to their life as well. Other ways is to create maybe a very short, quick, but sweet ritual that you guys do at drop-off. So maybe you give them a kiss on each side of the cheek a couple of times and wave goodbye, or give them a hug near the cubby area or by the fence. And that's just something short, quick, but very sweet. Also, as you're dropping them off, give them all of your attention. Don't be distracted on your phone or stuff like that. Give them all of your attention during that very quick goodbye. Another way is to be very specific. So instead of saying, oh, mommy or daddy or whoever is going to be picking you up at 3 p.m., just say, if you know, for example, daycare, if you know that you'll be picking them up after their second snack time, just say, I'll be back after you eat snack after your nap. So that is very specific, and that's something a little bit more tangible for them because they might not necessarily know the time of the day. Another important one is to not sneak away. I know it's very tempting. It's almost kind of counterintuitive, but sneaking away can actually make the separation anxiety worse for your little one, because they've turned around and all of a sudden you've magically disappeared, at least in their views. So always tell them goodbye, always tell them when you'll be picking them up. Maybe come up with a little ritual at home, or you can even start practicing at home with your little one. So if you're fortunate enough to have grandparents that they can visit, maybe dropping them off for an hour or two can kind of help with that separation anxiety. I really, really hope this video kind of helped some of you at home, that you guys try it out and see. Let us know how those activities, how those strategies came about in your house. New routines like this usually take about 20-30 days. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen within a week. It usually takes a month. So let us know through our Facebook message, through our email, and as always, subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye!